and today we review a true freaking masterpiece, and it's called Mad Max 4. It is just an insane movie. It is a definite recommend, and it is a masterpiece from the get-go. Is it a perfect movie? Well, probably not, but what is a perfect movie? But it's damn close to a perfect movie. The story, it's atomic wasteland. World War III has waged, or the oil wars or climate wars. We don't know. We just know there was war, and nobody really survived it, but some did, and they are now housing like savages, and they have fast cars, and gasoline is the currency of the wasteland. Bullets, babes, blades, pretty much everything that Danny Trejo recommends for a good movie. The story follows Mad Max. We know Mad Max from Mad Max 1, 2, 3, and here it's played by Ed Hardy. And he has a past. He let down a few children and people who counted on him, and now he's on the run. And he encounters the war pups of a warlord called Immortan Joe, and he then escapes, or tries to escape. And the story, it's pretty uncomplicated. It's Furiosa, which is one of Immortan Joe. He's this warlord of the wasteland. He reigns the AQUACOLA, and she takes off with his precious things, which are women that bear his children, his war pups, his war boys, to make war against the other clans of the wasteland. So far the story. So she takes off, and everything chases her now. She drives the war rig, and Mad Max, because he has blood type, I don't know, A or 0, is a universal donor. So a war boy, played by that guy from what's the movie with Hugh Grant, The Day of the Duck. We'll come to that movie in a different review. And so he straps Mad Max onto his car and puts his blood, he uses him as a blood transfusion, and then they ride off. Pretty crazy story. That's what it is. The director is George Miller, I guess. He directed Mad Max 1, 2, 3. I don't know if he did all of them. He did definitely do 2 and 1. He also did the Babe with a pig. I never saw that movie. Maybe it's a good movie. Maybe I should watch it. What do I have to say? I guess he's a great director. He has a history of directing and making movies forever, and this one is a masterpiece. The actors, Mad Max Ed Hardy, pretty cool. He's a tough guy who doesn't speak that much. He grunts mostly, which is very cool. But I also love the old Mel Gibson approach. Then Charlize Theron as Furiosa really kind of steals the show. And then everybody playing in this movie just delivers an amazing actorial, how do you say, feat. Film visuals, camera work, and storytelling. This movie is just insane. From the first second to the last second, the music is insane. The visuals, the camera work, the stunt work, the cars, the making ofs, everything about this movie is just insane. I should mention that the movie is based on a comic, not this one, but well, it's Mad Max. You can say it's not based on a comic, but the artist, what's his freak wave artist? He made, let me see, Brandon McCarthy. He made a comic, and that comic was called Freakwave, and it was Mad Max on water. And they took later that Mad Max on water, that Freakwave, and made Waterworld out of it with Kevin Costner. But this Brandon McCarthy was sending George Miller like every few years a script, a comic, not a script, like a comic, and he said, man, we could do this, we could do that. And then finally they came together, and when they made the movie, Brandon McCarthy, the comic author and artist, came on board with George Miller, and they had a script for the movie, but they did a lot on like thumbnails or like rough sketches, storyboard pieces. So music and original soundtrack, man, this original soundtrack is just insane. Like, it is one iconic piece of movie history soundtrack. Just listen to it. And while they are driving through the wasteland, they are not driving through the wasteland in silence. They take with them their own bards with flamethrower guitars. Like, just watch it. It's freaking amazing. Themes of the movie and why to watch it. That's what's really a home run here, because it is a fun movie. It is a dystopian movie, but the messages like, we are not things, you stole the world, you burned the world, like the themes are very, very clear. Like, you just screwed our world and you used us as things. Some people say this is a very feminist movie because the women at the beginning of the movie, like, it's about like women as belongings and it's birth machines, but it's more broader than that. It's just, that's just a stroke of the brush hitting the canvas. It's about friendship, about tribalism, about belonging to a family, what violence and propaganda does to people, how people are kept stupid and complacent to do whatever the leaders want them to do. Because like Immortan Joe created this whole Valhalla glory thing, and the boys know only that history and they will do everything for him. So it has many important themes. Search YouTube for it or watch it yourself. There are many in-depth review on that and why it's a perfect movie. I might link down below 1 hour in-depth review. And yeah, just a great movie. Go watch it. It's on my list. If you haven't watched it, go watch it today. See ya.